This is Justin Kantor of soulmusic.com, and today I have the pleasure of speaking with Mr. Raheem De Vaughn, who's just released an impressive new album entitled The Love and War Masterpiece. After capturing the attention of soul music lovers everywhere with addictive jams like Customer, You, and Text Messages, he's stepping up his game to the next level with an album that combines his signature love jams with powerful messages of social commentary and future-minded grooves. So, how are you today, Mr. De Vaughn?
I'm good, man.
Good. So, tell me about the concept behind Love and War Masterpiece and how you ultimately came up with that title.
Man, I think you kind of captured it in the tag joint, but it's definitely half of the album is socially conscious. The other half is love, and I just feel like, musically right now, that's where I am. I feel like as an artist, we make message music. As producers, we make message music, and I feel like it's a lot to talk about in the world. When you put out music, and it needs to be a sense of upliftment, bringing people together, but it can also be resourceful and be, chiming out a message, for people to take heed to certain things too as well.
Absolutely.
I came up with the title, The Love and War Masterpiece. Ultimately, just to play on the word of masterpiece. I know that instantly would catch people's attention.
Uh-huh.
As far as people saying, "Well, this better be a masterpiece."
Right.
But it's also a spin off the fact that I feel like that's something that we all trying to internalize. As artists, as human beings, professionals, in our personal relationships, we're trying to master, that love thing, at work, on the workplace, trying to master our sanity. You got people going into the workplace now in this country. You don't know if you're going to have a job from day to day and that type of thing. So I think, you got people trying to get closer to God. It's just in all aspects, is trying to master that internal peace in their own lives. So I feel like I wanted to make a album, that just like the soundtrack to that.
So was your approach to making this album different in any way than with your last two albums?
Yeah, I've only so because I've been working on this album. I actually started working on this album while I was working on the last album, The Love Behind the Melody record.
Oh, okay.
So it was like the winter of 2008.
Wow.
I started working on this album. So and because of the fact that it's a very conceptual album, I was very anal about certain things. As far as making sure I got certain cameos and just piecing it together, you know what I mean? And it's still about 25 songs still sitting, that I recorded for this album. So, I think, and just the fact that that it's a double CD says it speaks in volumes, 28 joints, that whole thing. But it wasn't a thing where I just wanted to put out a double CD. Like it's very, I think the label quickly, chimed in on that. Like, okay, it's just not just an attempt to just put out a massive deluxe CD. Like there's a concept, like there's a flow to the songs. Even when you get into the track listings of the songs and the order of the songs, like it's, you can pretty much pop it in and just listen to the whole joint.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you about the double CD versus the single CD edition. Is it necessary in order for listeners to get the feel of what you're doing to get the double CD, or is it all also contained?
I strongly suggest they get the double CD version. I know originally it said they were going to put out a limited amount. I don't know if they're going to stick to that, or they may just go ahead and just keep remass producing it.
Mm-hmm.
But you can definitely get the double CD version, digitally, like off of iTunes. You can also order through Amazon.
Okay.
.com. So, but I would definitely encourage everybody, even if you have a single disc, like there's another, 8 records,
Yeah.
11 tracks, if I'm not mistaken, that you don't have, that you need to check out.
So you have a lot of musical depth in this album as far as the styles that you're